All right, guys, very often I get the question, where do I start if I want to be a X nurse or a Y nurse? Let's just say a burn unit nurse or a NICU nurse or a labor delivery nurse, something like that. Where is the best place for me to start as a brand new grad nurse if I want to have a specialty as the ending part of my career? The best advice that I can give you is to tell you this: your first job will not have to be your last job. Your main goal is to go ahead and get the experience needed. Many jobs, especially in the specialty areas, require that you go through certain steps in order to obtain them. Burn unit nurses probably have to do a stint earlier in ICU and then move their way up to the burn unit. Pediatric nurses or med-surg pediatric nurses could move on to NICU nurses, things such as that. Number one goal as a new grad, go ahead and know and go ahead and understand your first job is not going to be your last job. That's not going to be your career. Go ahead and get that 1 year of experience. Med-surg is a great place to start. The nursing home is a phenomenal place to start. As many people don't want to start at the nursing home, that's probably going to be your biggest hirer, your biggest employer of new grads, and it is a great place to start. I myself actually started at a nursing home. Most people do not get hired straight on into the hospital. They have to sort of work their way up. Med-surg and nursing homes are phenomenal places to start. Places that I would shy against, especially as the new grads, would probably like home health. Definitely agency. Do not go agency as a new grad. Sort of shy away from home health simply because you are going to be all by yourself in home health nursing. No one will be there with you. Once you've completed your 1 year or 6 months or however long it takes for you to get your job into the hospital system that you're looking to get into or into the career field that you're looking to get into, you're done with that job. You may have made friends at that job. You may have been able to network with people at that job, but you're sort of done with it at that. And many of these jobs sort of know that they are stepping stones. I hope that my nursing home understood that I was only there until I found further employment, because that's really sort of how I treated it. As bad as that is to say, that's sort of what you're there to do. Learn as much as you can, get the experience, and then sort of move on. That's not your end-all be-all job. That's not your final destination. That's not your dream job. Treat it as such, and treat it with respect, and show up every day, because you're still going to have to use these people as a reference. Don't, dump upon this job and treat it like, it's a terrible place to be, but treat it as a learning experience. Go ahead and get your 1 year of experience. Go ahead and get your 6 months of experience, and then move on. There is nothing wrong with that. Plenty of people have done that. I myself did that very same thing at the nursing home that I started working at. I worked there until I got the experience I needed to move on. And that's the best advice that I can give you as a new grad out there looking for a job. Where do I start? Go ahead and start with whoever will hire you, and then move your way up from there, because everyone in a specialty field is going to want you to have 1 year of experience, and it doesn't matter where that 1 year of nursing experience comes from. They typically don't care, and like I said, unless it's like a burn unit or if it's like a NICU or something like that, then they probably want you to have ICU experience. But then to get into that, you're going to have another year before you get into the ICU. So you're already starting at a good place. Don't wait until the perfect job hires you as a new grad, because if you do, you're probably going to be waiting 8 months to a year without work. If you go ahead and just get into the workforce, get all your experience, you have a much better shot of obtaining that dream job quicker than if you just sat around and applied for it over and over and over and over again. That is the best advice I can give you as a new grad who wants to get into a specialty field in nursing. Hope it helps. Thank you much.